people are talking about that the digital is converting to productive. If you see that's the reason that I love this historical baseline to see all the stuff is it happened in the past that some industries are being too productive, right? With the industrial revolutions, what too productive, some kind of industries, and they that expulse, for example, in the fields and the agriculture, they don't need too much people working in agriculture, and they expulse the people to the cities, and then starting being more industries that absorb that people in the cities. Digital is being too productive, the back office work that we are doing today. And for me, the key point there is the back office. If you see, I love the concept that a professor that I had in NYU that is called William Baumol, that he died several years ago, and he created theory about the cost disease, that usually called the Baumol disease, that they say, okay, the inflation, he took the inflation as a constant and said some industries are being more and more productive. Talks about manufacturing, especially manufacturing, car manufacturing, toys, and as examples, and how the productivity is improving, and compare the cost of a car or different element in manufacturing, about hours of typical average worker income, and are you seeing that is improving the capacity of purchase power of this manufacturing tool? And for us, it's natural that we think that the toy when I was a child still was important when my father bought a toy. Today, a toy really is too much cheap, right? This is like, it's almost nothing, the common toys, the cost of that. And but Baumol said that people are very concerned about healthcare and education. And healthcare and education are two industries that every year the costs are growing more than inflation. I only checked the tuition when I studied in NYU, what's the tuition, and 10 years after, what's the tuition, and say, wow, how is incrementing the tuition for universities, but still the people are going there, and everybody wants to go to a tier 1 university. And healthcare happens almost the same. And that's healthcare and education are industries that are not too impacted as today in this digital change. And I'm talking about why the digital is getting very productive. And it's getting very productive, but not specifically in the core of the activities. The core of healthcare, the doctor's appointments, still are the same, right? This is very similar. The only difference than 20 years ago that they have a computer and check some stuff in the computer, and they have more technology to do testing. But still, you need the doctor. The doctor appointment is more expensive, and as Baumol says, this could be not a concern in the future, because with the improvement of productivity, we can afford this kind of services like healthcare and education. What will happen that I feel in the future with this digital improving the productivity is that starting working in the back office of education and healthcare, like in the universities, everything about enrollment, everything about doing the paperwork, and that will be more and more digital. This could get more productivity. In healthcare, you can start being where in the COVID it changed that a lot of doctors starting getting Zoom meetings that before the COVID it was very hard to get a doctor and say, no, because legally I have to see the patient to say, see if really it has that, and by Zoom I can. Now, a lot of doctors, I don't say almost, but a lot of doctors are taking new appointments by Zoom, and it don't sound too much revolutionary. I think in the next future will change a lot, because now if I'm in a city, living in a city like Cuernavaca in Mexico, where I live, typically I had to travel to go to a good doctor, travel to Houston or to every place to have. And now I can have the Houston doctor by appointment, the same that I'm taking the local doctor. And this will get more competition between the good physicians and the good professionals in every aspect, in education too, to get the best as I can. And with digital, some aspect that I'm using a service, one-to-one service, I can start changing some of that by, in education, this MOOC training or Coursera or Udemy or whatever. I really now I mix this kind of education with the traditional education. And in healthcare, we'll start doing something similar. And for me, that's how is boosting the productivity. Now are the technologies in place, the cultural environment is changing, and I think that will be the most important to the adoption of to be productive in the future.